Hello. Welcome to day 3 of my 1 month challenge to trade to see if I can replace my corporate career income. Well, that's not true. It's to see if I can make enough money in a month that would make me believe that I could retire from my corporate career, even if it's less money than what I made in my corporate career, but maybe it'll be more. That would be awesome. Okay, so let's jump right in. My thought for the day, and I mentioned this in the first video, is that I believe thoughts turn into actions, and actions turn into reality or results. So the way I thought today, or started my day, is that I fully trust my ability and here are the actions I took. So I know it's a lot on the screen, but I took a trade in the MYM and um, two trades actually, both today, and made $248 in the first one and $159.50 in the second one. And then I took two trades with QQQ, one of which I started yesterday. So if you watch that video, remember I said I took a trade hoping to close it today and profit, and I did. And that's this first one. So I bought at 386, sold at 536. And then I took a second trade for a total of 10 contracts at $4 and sold them at 545. So, where does that leave me for the week thus far? So, if you remember yesterday, I lost, I think I was down 800 or so dollars. And I think the first day I was up, well, you'll have to go back and look at the videos and look and see, but I was up the first day positive, and then yesterday I lost money yesterday in terms of profit, and so I was uh, you know in the 600s I think for the week, and then today with the trades, the first trade got me up to 895, the second one on MYM got me to over 1000, and then the two QQQ trades, one was going up, one was coming down, got me to a weekly net profit of $4,004.10. And this is not exact because I'm trading in different platforms and whatnot, and some of my platforms show me what the fees are and commissions and whatnot, and some don't. So when I have them, I add it in. For example, the QQQs. That's why if you subtract, this number from that number, there's a dollar or so missing there. That's the fees and whatnot. But this one doesn't show, and those fees are probably higher on that platform. So maybe, I don't know, $3 or something like that. But I will say today was a very successful day. A lot of it had to do, in my opinion, with the news. So, um, the Fed chairman had a speech today. I think Biden was talking today. So there was just a lot of news. And I think going forward, I may even try to avoid these days or those periods of time when there's that type of news coming out, but it does help with velocity. So if something is going up and that Powell speaks, then I notice it just goes up faster, And so um, now that's anecdotal. So I would not say that that is like some back tested, methodology that I would use every time, which is why I'm saying maybe I'll just avoid the news altogether and trade after the news, right? So once I get a sense of where the market is going after all of the hype around the news is done. So what were my learnings today? It's patience and restraint. So for patients, they're having that trade on yesterday and waiting overnight, for me, required me to tell myself to have patience because it was a little bit in the money yesterday. So I could have closed it out in the money. And well, when I say a little bit in the money, I think it was like at $1,100. Uh, but I put my take profit at, I want to say 1450 or 1500. And I believed it would get there today. And it did not gap up first thing this morning. So it just took a lot of patience for me to sit in the trade and wait for the market to do what it was going to do. And then for restraint, I would say I'm making this video before the trading day has ended, the session has ended. I'm done trading though. And even though I look at the charts, I'm like, oh, I could get in one more trade. I think that is probably not my rational mind. That's greed in my mind thinking. So just trying to temper that in myself and make sure that I have a plan and I stick to the plan and I don't allow greed to speak louder than what I know is rational. Like it's probably not a great idea to take a trade at the end of the session, not knowing which direction things are going to go. And um, like we saw today, I was counting on things, going in one direction, but I thought it was going to go there at market open, and it did not. And so, just reducing the amount of risk by not holding trades overnight and reducing the amount of stress on me. I woke up super early this morning. I think probably because I had that trade on overnight. Um, well, that's probably part of it. But